Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm here with Mr. Blake today here at Midgard. And he went second place today, 4-1.
4-1.
And what were you playing?
I played Guardragon, but with a mishmash of other things like Orcust, Thunder.
That's describing any Guardragon deck.
Really, yeah, it's pretty popular right
Yeah.
now. So let's just get into it.
Okay.
Starter cards, Draconet. Very famous right now. His starter card, normal him, special this, and he's a tuner. So Galaxy Serpent, and you make Iblay, or Ib, the World Challenge Justice Sire.
Okay, yeah.
And you go from there. So I'll show you that card in a bit. Other starters, Dinos, 3 Oviraptor, Carboneton, and Miscellaneousaurus. So you normal him.
Just playing the one?
Just the one. I thought about 2 or 3. It is nice to more likely have it in hand, discard it to get the level 1 to get this guy if you need it. But I just didn't have the room. I wanted to try other things. But this was fine. Like, I got 3 Fossil Dig in here, so it's easy to add him if you've already summoned him.
Cool.
So basically, this dumps this, and then this banishes Carboneton to summon the level 1 tuner, and then he's level 4, so you make Ib that way as well. You can also send Miscellaneousaurus, and then banish Miscellaneousaurus, special this, and you still get your level 5. However, it's better to have...
pretty accessible.
Yeah, it's better to have the normal engraved because of more Legacy Guardragons in the deck. So that's the Ib starters, basically. Then we got our dragons, Red Eyes, still at 1.
Still, yeah, it should be a 0, but that's
And we got 3 rockets.
DJ, what's the name of that card I got fucking traded?
And we have a Guardragon. Like I said, Ib summons this when Ib is sent to grave.
Yeah.
It's used to make LP. Red Eyes is Red Eyes. You summon him from the deck with LP. I run 3 quick launch. These 2 are new. These from the structure deck. This guy is absolutely amazing. So he is a little E-Telly for the
Tracer. I
deck.
heard a lot of good things about Tracer.
Yep, so pop up a face-up card, include himself if you want to. Special rocket from deck, so whatever one you need. More than likely you'll need this one. And you make Savage Dragon with these because he's a tuner. And this is in here in case I counter brick and I quick launch him and I still can still summon a level 4 because I run a bunch of level 4s in here. It's not ideal, but he's in there. He comes up because sometimes what happens is this I can summon this from spheres. And I don't really run any good spheres targets from the deck, but I summon him, the destroyed, they attack it, and then I can summon another one from deck, most likely him, and he's a level 1 tuner, so I can get my plays going again if I need to. So that's awesome. It. Dragon's best archetype. Now Orcust Engine. That's it.
That's it.
No Harpour. Obviously, too, you don't want to open this if it's at 1, so you don't get any. You don't get them from the deck if you open it. You just run the 1. So you got to run the 2 like always. I don't summon a Harpour because I only run 1 Galatea, no Ding. So what I do is I just send this to. I've linked away Galatea. I send this or banish this to send this. Banish that to special Galatea. Search the counter trap, and that's all I need to do for that. The extra deck is super tight, super tight. Dangers. They're still kicking.
2 Mothman, eh?
Yeah, I like the draw effect. It's risky because my opponent tends to hit him, snipe him at the hand, which I still get to draw, which is nice. And a lot of cards in here, if you open them, if you discard them, they're good engraved. So that's standard. You know, people like 2 or 3 of these. I don't like Chupacabra, just he's a bit weaker and he doesn't draw
It's more
cards.
situational.
Yeah. I don't really have a danger engrave a whole lot of time for him, so and it would be an extender, but I'd rather have a dragon out instead of a danger. And the Thunder package. 1 dark, 1 hot.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. Yeah. I saw people running 2 of this, 1 just to like discard, add, or you don't want to open it, but you return this with Saryuya. You banish this with a particular card. I'll get into that in a sec.
Just gonna say.
From your deck, and then if this triggers, you add this effect, add this back or special from banished.
Make Colossus.
Make Colossus because you've used a hand effect. That was monsters, spells, Fossil Dig. Search out.
We wrote up the dinosaurs.
Yep. You can search over Raptor if you need it. If you don't, if you've already opened Ovi, you can search Miscellaneous to get another level 1 on the field. And you can even protect Oviraptor with Miscellaneous a bit. That actually did come up. I think you tried to ash my Oviraptor, and I had already played Miscellaneous, so they came up. 3 quick launch. This is the E-Telly for Rockets.
That's crazy.
It's gonna go to like the 1 or band. It's E-Telly. Like it's gonna go away to E-Telly. Amazing card. Summon any rocket or level 4. No, any rocket. So you can even summon level 7 if you want, and get his effect if you link him away. So it's crazy. I kind of wanted to play level 7, but combo deck, got to.
Oh god, yes.
Got to.
Yeah, it's just quintessential.
1 target for Ib when she's summoned. Guardragon, that's all you need. I thought about running the World Legacy counter trap that if you control a co-linked monster, it negates anything, which I do. I usually end with spheres pointing this way, Galatea pointing that way, so they're co-linked, and if you open this or the trap, you can have both.
Okay.
And you set the trap and it's another negate. I just didn't have room for it today, but I might try it another time. Foolish, because it's foolish. Send an Orcust, send a dragon you might need, but more than likely you're sending a Miscellaneous.
It's a wild card. You can send pretty well anything you need. Yeah. Miscellaneous
or the Carboneton to summon a dragon, in case you get ashed or whatever. 4th called by, kind of. This card's crazy. It's that 1 for a reason. So while I play this, I'll just play here.
Yep.
Like, you can't target me with Valor, Impermanence, stuff like that. Any targeting, you can't destroy them with card effects. And I read it last time, like, what is the other effect? And you also can't target them during your first turn if I've gone first. So, but I can still target your things. It's the opponent that can't. It's the opponent's monsters that are protected, I think. Neither player can target an opposing monster. So this is good for 2 turns. Like, this is insane. I don't run the Babel, so
it's good against Striker.
It's good against Striker because they target a lot, and I don't run Babel, just the 1 crescendo.
That's how you negate your Dark Ruler.
And that's why that's in there. That's definitely staying in there. I'm gonna do this actually first, or before side, I mean.
Yep.
Nightmares. People are running like Mermaid in one of these.
No Unicorn?
Phoenix. No Unicorn. I never go into it usually. Because Guardragons usually lock me out. Again, this deck is really tight, extra deck. The reason
I believe, in 1 turn you went down to like 2 cards left in extra deck in our match.
1 or 2 every game, first turn. But this was added in last second because if I get Nibiru, for example, that card is legal, they're more than likely going to Nibiru me when I have Phoenix and my Guardragon out here.
Yeah.
That's my 6th summon. Like, this is my 5th, and then it makes it 6, and then they can do it. Because if I go into Mermaid, I'll get my Orcust out, and then that I can still keep going. So they're probably more than likely going to.
That's kind of like that's the critical spot right there.
Yeah.
If you get past that,
that gets all tributed. They give me a token. I have an extender. I make another one, and I still have to use my Mermaid. So keep going. That's the reasoning behind that. Also, he's good.
Security, basically.
Yeah, he's still a good card. Yeah, insurance policy. I wanted to side it, but no. I hate siding extra deck cards. But get 1 Galatea, like I said. Gotta have the ulti. Guardragons. I guess I'll put them the way people usually do it. These are not technically legal, but these are a friend of ours took secret rares, put the card over the foiling so they make them look secret rares. This one's a bit damaged here because he's getting better at it. Yeah. But they look awesome. Like, I just love this. And I have supers. Like, I have the actual cards. It's just no one cares here. It's extra deck, so it's not going to fumble your main deck or anything. Mess it up. So that's obvious. Spheres. Saryuya, Borosword, in with him. You make him once to draw into your extenders, draw into more dragons, and this is for killing. It's for killing people. Synchros, Ib, like I was mentioning. Savage Dragon, way easier to make now because of Tracer. If you get Tracer out, you've played a face-up World Legacy Guardragon, just pop that, summon your level 4 rocket from deck, is instant. So quick launch is basically this.
Wonderful.
He's still a great card, and this is the Agripane target. I figured he's just better than Crystal Wing.
That's why they said it's a good
And
entry level deck.
I know he might get super polyed, but I mean, I got sphere moded today twice, so that I'm more worried about that than anything. So it doesn't really matter if I'm Crystal Wing or not. And 2 fusions, Colossus, so I can get it, and he is possible because of this card. Trishla,
Look at this boy.
the Dragon of Icy Imprisonment. He was somewhat recent release in the Shonen Jump promos you got for being a subscriber. So he's getting more popular now. He takes 3 monsters on the field with different names to make. So he's kind of like a contact fusion. However, and he has no effect if you do it that way, but if you banish 3 dragons of different names, he gets an effect. You banish 1 card from your deck of your choice, you banish the top card of your opponent's deck, and you banish 1 card from their extra deck.
You got my Kagari today, too.
Kagari is a good hit. Electromite's a good hit. The super poly targets, obviously Venom Dragon's a good hit. And you get to see what they're playing first turn. So
that free knowledge goes a long way.
Free knowledge, and you banish Thunder Dragon Dark because you banish one of your own cards from your deck. That triggers, you add Hawk, discard Hawk. So that's why it's just crazy. The 2, and you get a Colossus out. So
creative
and bling bling. Creative. Well, I saw it before. It is creative, but I didn't make it up myself. I did. I don't want too many Thunders, so I didn't. I'm the first one to just have one of each. But anyway, side deck.
The top card of your side deck was pretty interesting.
Yeah, Dragged into the Grave. This is kind of getting popular because of, especially with the new cards out, the new anti-meta cards. So you play this, you look at both players look at each other's hands, and both players discard a card of their opponent's choice. Then both players draw 1. So it gets rid of hand traps that are pesky. Draws you an extra card. If you open multiple combo pieces, like multiple starters, it doesn't matter if they discard whatever.
Also gives you free knowledge of your opponent's hand.
Free knowledge.
It's hard to get these days.
So a little story against Brandon here. I opened 2 of these going game 3. I played 1, no hand trap. Okay, cool. And they had Widow Anchors, so I was like, okay, I'll get rid of Widow Anchor. Played my other one, still no hand trap. Got rid of the other Widow Anchor, I think it was, or something.
Yeah, the second Widow Anchor.
Instead of Widow Anchor. He draws the Veiler because of this, and completely stops my turn. He Veiler's Ibly. That's all I could do.
I went on to win that one.
And you won that game. That was a bad hand as well. Like 2 of these is a bit much. You only need the 1, so I might just side in 2. I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So 2 is a bit much. Like if they don't have the hand trap, they're not likely going to draw it. But if you give them 2 opportunities, they might draw it, which you did. So Exchange is another good card. I'm waiting for them to come to mail. Exchange doesn't let them draw a card, but you still take their hand trap out.
Yeah, makes sense.
And you give them a garbage card.
And you're able to use the hand.
So I'm going to probably either replace these or fit Exchange in there for sure. Twin Twisters, didn't see it at all today, but I always got to side this. Mystic Mind, there can be only 1.
Countless floodgates there.
Floodgates, counter traps that I know are set to trigger them. Discardy's no big deal with this deck, so Cyclone's still good though. 3 red reboot won me a game today against Orcust. I knew he had the crescendo, and I just waited for him to do that, and then I played this, and I Borosorted him. And secrets are really nice.
Perfect.
3 no material. So again, same player, Orcust. I no material his Mermaid, which pretty much stopped him. His hand wasn't the best anyway, but he just kind of made Mermaid and Galtae and ended, or Langirsu, and just ended his turn. I just Borosorted him. So it's a good card. You got to be careful though what you want to target with it. And the reason I didn't wait for, say, Galtae or something is because I also opened the Phantasme. And if I play Phantasme first, which I always do, first link monster, you can't play this because you have to control no cards. So, but according to our judge here, I wasn't sure. They special say Mermaid, and they activate Mermaid. You can chain both of these. And it doesn't matter what order, but you prevent the Mermaid from being a material, and you can special Phantasme.
Crazy.
So that's how we ruled it. I think that's correct as well, because it's, yeah. That's the side. Phantasme, I will always side on a Sunday.
Fantastic. Any critical changes coming up?
No critical, but
Any bad matchups that you?
Bad matchup, striker. No, no, not really. It's just I had
Our match was pretty even. It came down to sides.
it was pretty close. Like you top, like I made you top deck the Veiler, so
Yeah.
it helped. And if it kind of died from one Veiler, so that's not good.
Yeah.
I would like to put in
In certain places, there's choke points in there.
choke
Certain-
points.
yeah.
I thought about terraforming just to get that midfield breaker, mid breaker field to prevent targeting. That might go in. I might try Babel, but then that conflicts with midfield. Other than that, it's pretty solid. I might try that counter trap, that World Legacy counter trap. So I have 2 targets to search for it. Like I drew this twice, opened this twice today, and I didn't have it. There was like 1 less card, so it kind of sucks. But it's really tight. I absolutely love this. Trying this out, just have classes out. I mean, classes is good. The Mothmans were okay. It's a level 4, so it can synchro. Level 1 tuner, which I run a lot of. That's why I ran it. This might come out though. I don't know. I might take them out because they're always iffy, I find. But I like this more. I don't care much for Ding in this deck. Obviously, an Orcust deck would run like 2 Ding. But I just want the Galatea.
Well, it's only a small engine, right?
Small engine.
Yeah.
It's just a purpose. It serves its purpose pretty well. But other than that, there's a lot of bricks, but it's consistent enough.
Oh, when it works, it works.
It works
I was on the
very
receiving
well.
end of that. Trust me.
Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. Extra deck is so tight that I can't really change anything. So yeah.
All right, awesome, Blake. Thank you for tuning in, guys. See you later.